right, everyone, we're here in Paris Raceway. We're gonna visit Scott today and see what he's up to. He's got the bike now for a little bit. Want to see his input, what he thinks about the bike. And yeah, it's a beautiful day here in California. I'm excited to see him riding, see all the other guys here. What do you think about the bike, Scott?
Honestly, I really enjoyed the bike, to be honest. I was riding a 250 before I came out to the US. So jumping back on the 450 was a bit more power.
Yeah.
But what I noticed with the Triumph, it was like feeling of a glorified 250. It wasn't like aggressive and snappy out the corner.
It was punch you right away. Yeah.
It was quite smooth, which was making it more manageable to ride for a 450.
Nice.
And straight out the box, I haven't had the suspension done. I've been riding it stock, and I've rode a few different tracks like Glen Helen as well, with up and down hills, a bit more rough. And the bike seems to work really well. So I was a bit skeptical at first, but I actually really enjoyed it. And the more I rode it, the more I understood the bike. So, you know, it's been amazing to have this opportunity to test the bike. And now we're here at Paris Raceway. And today, we'll probably go out for a few motos. I haven't rode for a while, so we'll see what we got.
We got GP. He's going to take some good footage. Have you done any adjustments on the bike or nothing? It's stock completely?
Only thing I've done is I just did the sag the best I could for my body weight. I've done a few clickers, but when I spoke to my mechanic back home and I did the clickers, it was one here and there different from stock. So the base from what the good guys are riding as a stock bike, is pretty much a stock bike. So this, you got the electronics, you got launch control, which I used at Glen Helen when I did that race, and I almost got the whole shot two times.
Nice.
The quick shifter on this bike works very well too. Like when I've used it for other bikes in the past, sometimes it's too sensitive. But I felt with this, I actually had to force it a little bit so you know it's going in gear.
Right.
Traction control, I don't really use it that much because I want to like manage it myself.
Right.
And between the two power maps, like I started in the soft one, and after I got used to the bike, I upped to the more powerful map. But again, it wasn't a big change. It just had more power in that mid-range when you're kind of going for it in the straight. So generally, I'm very happy with how this bike rode literally straight out of the crate. Same tires out the crate, same gearing, same chain. Like it is straight out the box.
Yeah, a lot of people who are starting riding, they're a little bit afraid of the 450 platforms, too powerful. But with the traction control, obviously you don't need it, you don't want it. But some people, they need it, right? For them, it's just overwhelming power. So I think it helps to get from 250 to 450. And what I'm interested in, how does a raceway like this compare to the European ones? You know, I'm from Europe, but I never do any dirt biking, so I'm not really sure. But it's longer here. It's just longer tracks, or
it depends. So the tracks here are technically more faster. Here at Paris, a little bit tighter compared to Glen Helen.
Right.
But the jumps are more lippier and the jumps are bigger here than back over in the UK. And the tracks don't get as rough. So in the UK, it's a lot of ruts because of a lot of rain. Here, you don't really get that so much. So they're quite a fast flowing track. But here you have like jump sections more, and that's the biggest difference. And obviously it dries out quite quick due to the temperature.
They actually put water down here, right?
They water it throughout the day, which is quite crazy. Like you're riding and you're getting sprayed with water, which is quite nice on a hot day.
Right. Well, I'm excited. Well, thanks for giving us some feedback on the bike, and let's take some footage, GP.
Let's go. Let's warm this baby up.
Wow, that was nice to see us up close. How did you think you did?
No, I felt all right. I had a little bit of arm pump, also just riding within myself. But I was just trying to put like a couple of 20-minute motos in, work on like my position on the bike and just focus. But I really enjoyed today. The track cut up, you know, reasonably nice. I didn't want nothing too rough today.
Pretty hot today too.
Very hot.
Yeah.
So they did a good job keeping it kind of watered.
Right.
I was happy to get out today and spin some laps.
Yeah, and that, you know, going on a dirt track like this keeps you fresh, right? Keeps your skills up for back when you're back in the season.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I haven't rode for a couple of weeks, and even just a couple of weeks off. It's like in the beginning, I was a bit hesitant, and then you saw probably the first session to last session.
Oh, that was
you're like, oh, you were rolling now, and that's what you need just to keep the speed going, just every now and then. Fitness is mega. You know, I was basically at threshold heart rate for those 20 minutes, which is insane to do. I did that 3 times. And no, it's just good keeping bike fit as well, which is probably the most important thing. As I focus on cycling, I need to be bike fit instead of just muscular.
And bike handling too, right? You keep that skill.
Well, yeah, you saw a couple of times I got a little bit slick where they'd watered it, but you've got to respond to that and manage it. And that's why I enjoy doing that, because you're doing reaction training, you're staying focused whilst you're focusing on gears, clutch, position on the track.
Between the first and the third session, there was a big difference, right? You get first and the third session, couple of the laps, it looked to me like you started pushing the times, and it was amazing to see. It was cool.
Oh, it was good. Cool. Just want to say a massive thank you. Of
course. Yeah.
No, let me have the bike for the months I've been here.
Yeah, no worries.
You know, one careful owner if you get rid of it. But no, it's great. So thank you.
We might have to ship this to Europe. You sign the bike, we ship it to Europe. I think we have a good chance.
Put it in my garage. But no, honestly, thank you, mate. It's been good because I was struggling to find a bike out here.
No worries.
And you looked after me yet again.
Of course. Awesome, man. Thanks.
Thank you.